Welcome back to another episode of the Business Catalyst. And this is your host, Siddharth Abbas. And today we are joined by the truly versatile guest, Daniel Morel. And he is a seasonal marketing consultant and with an extensive background with a span with a wide range of discipline, from marketing strategy to lead generation and even weight loss program. Daniel, thank you for joining us today. Now let's dive right in. And how are your diverse professional experience influence your marketing consultancy approach?
I've got over 12 years of experience working with businesses in all fields of work, from roofers, plumbers, martial arts, summer camps, and they all think they have a unique product or service, which they do, but they all have the same need. They want their market to know about them. They want their market to be able to find them easily. And then businesses jump from one tactic to the other. And what they're doing basically is they're wasting time and money. They're trying stuff that maybe another business, a friend of theirs, an email they got, a video they've seen. So they think marketing is easy. They're really good at their jobs, but then they look at marketing to say, I can do this, and then they jump into it, or they have someone on their team do that. So my consultation right now, the way I do it is I tell them, it's not easy. You have to stop doing that. Focus on your business and let the professionals do their job and help you get your message to your market.
Perfect. So what, in your opinion, are the key ingredients that must be included in a successful marketing plan for our local businesses?
That's a good question. It starts with a plan, an easy plan that can be followed. Most businesses, when I ask them, what's your plan? They don't have an answer. They start telling me the tactics they're doing. So they have no plan. So, and it's not managed by anyone competent. They'll have an associate, they'll have a front counter person do their marketing. They'll have people they hired from anywhere in the world, and they don't have any systems and automations. So sometimes it gets done, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's poorly done. So it's kind of a mixed match of things. So the ingredient, the most important ingredient, is a plan that is followed.
So that's why I need to add over here. Same thing is happening in the startups, even the SMEs, that they hire the people. I'm not saying that their hiring process is not good. Basically, the professional consultants, they have the huge experience in diverse industries. So they know exactly what they are doing. So I think so it's better to hire a consultant in specific area. It's far more better to hiring a new person. Maybe they have the experience, but consultants, I think so it's a good point to choose them. And of course, and this is a very cost effective as well, and time saving. So let's go to my third question, Daniel. Can you share a case where you adapt a marketing strategy for better results and describe the challenges and solutions?
Well, I like to do everything in kind of three pillars. It helps my brain to process things and explain things. So the first problem most business face is the media reach. They only select a few LinkedIn for some reason. So what we do is we make sure that we select all the channels for them. And we do that with, again, systems and experts. We open all the channels. So if they have a video, it goes to all video channels, all articles to article channels, and so on and so forth. Now, what that means is that the business have access to their market on all frequencies, all channels. It's like saying, well, we do radio, but not TV. You can do it all. It's the same content, basically. And once we have that channel open, we have to change the messaging of the business. Most businesses are a Me Too business. I do the same thing they do, but better or cheaper. No, you do something for your clients. It's not for comparing yourself to other businesses. Is what do you do for your ideal prospect? Let's attract these people. Let's not worry what the competition is doing. This way, for the business, they have a better client. They have someone they want to work with, because they're not fighting on price or on some convenience. They have targeted the right clients. And the third part that we do is we build their network. Without a network, it's truly difficult for a business to thrive. They don't have referrals. They don't have a good business community where they can rely on. A lot of times that will help them to save money, make money, grow their business, get a better talent pool. So it's message. Well, at first it's the media network, then the message, then the connections.
And I think so here I need to add over here that 360 marketing strategy, I think so you are applying, because you are not just targeting one channel, you are targeting all the channels. I would like to add one more question. So are you describing the marketing strategy as per the audience, such as B2B, because B2B strategy is different, or B2C? This is the major concept. Are you agree with that?
They are similar because, again, a bee wants to talk to bees, right? And a local business wants to talk to C's, but it's still the same conversation. So we open all the channels. We make sure the message is on point. Once the message is on point, then we can start, okay, who is in our network that can provide the extra audience, the shared audience. So it doesn't matter. It could be for political, for commercial, for spiritual connections. It's always the same thing. Open the channels, make sure we have a message on point, and then set up the connections.
Perfect. So my fourth question is that, Daniel, when working with local businesses, what are the main terms and conditions you establish to ensure a successful collaboration?
That's a tough one. First is commitment. If they're not committed, if they're on the fence, if they're thinking that, you know, they have an input into what we do, it's not a good fit. We don't go to our doctors and say, well, I'll do only part of what you ask, right? We want the same kind of collaboration. We are the experts. Our team are the experts. So when they come in, it has to be fully committed, and they have to let go of the idea that they can do marketing. I have the expression, stay out of the kitchen. A restaurant owner and a chef have that great relationship where the chef is in charge of the kitchen, and usually the partner is in front of the house, making sure that the front of the house is working well together, and they have that collaboration that makes a great business. When one of the partners interferes with the other partner's business, it doesn't go so well. So we have to have that relationship, and then we always aim for improvement. Good enough is never good enough. We always strive to do better. So we make sure that we have the feedback coming in so that we can see what is not ready or not optimal. And then we optimize that, making sure that the business is ready to grow.
So in what ways do you assist local businesses in achieving their growth goals? Are there any unique approaches or techniques you rely on?
Yes, we prepare business for scale. There's a gentleman named Ryan Dice who owns a scalable company, and they have a really well-planned system for scale. And the first part of that is what they call the growth flywheel. The growth flywheel is to have a business ready to take on clients, to take on more, to grow their audience. And we provide that for them. And then we steer them towards scalable, where they can rely on community experts, find people that are truly masters at what they do to help scale a business. So it's helping them find systems, a better accountant, better financial planner, a better HR department. So it's not only like we take care of the marketing, but then we help our clients really find the right people to help them all the way to the exit. Because many owners at one point are ready to exit. Even at that point, we help them find the right professionals to help them find a great way to be able to exit their company.
Awesome. Can you explain your process for conducting a marketing audit for a company? What are the steps involved in this assessment?
We start at the start. We start with a 30-minute consultation. And during that time, we go through the three pillars of a business. right? We start with the media. Where are they? What's the platforms they're using? Who's doing it? What's their cost? And that's where we find a lot of waste of time and also money and a waste of talented resources, because a lot of businesses have a great team and have the proper resources, but they're not allocated properly. And once we have that message, we find the holes in the media. Then we start talking about the new message, because we elevate our clients to be the local hero, and that changes the message. So we craft a new message for them, and then we look at their network and where could they start expanding their network, how to get that organized, systemized, because nobody wants to, be at breakfast meeting on Thursday mornings at 6 a.m. So we do that for them, and then we find out where in their network should they start focusing to start to grow their network. So it's always media, message, and then network.
Perfect. So now this is my good questions. I really like this. So tell us about your book, Spaghetti Marketing, The Art of Wasting Time and Losing Money. And art of wasting time and losing money is basically connected with my services as well. What motivates you to write it, and what valuable insights can readers gain from it?
Well, I didn't invent the saying, throwing spaghetti at the wall. I've heard it recently. And when I heard about it, I thought, that's what 100% of my conversation is always about. Like, sometimes people say, well, most, but I can say personally, hundreds and hundreds of conversations with business owners, 100% were spaghetti marketing, throwing stuff against the wall, trying this, trying that, whatever is new, a new TikTok method, a new YouTube method. So it's always about trying things. So throwing it up against the wall. And I saw it as a piece of art. It is the go-to for so many businesses. It should be in a museum. So that's what inspired it. And for me, it helps me to really make the point easily with a business owner, right? I tell them, your marketing is what I call spaghetti marketing, and they get it instantly. I don't need to go too deep into the conversation of, oh, what do you mean by that? They understand, yeah, we are trying a lot of things to see if it works or not. And it opens the conversation. And to be quite frank, few owners I've told, they got upset. They take it personally. I did that, and I still do some of that. So it's nothing personal. It's just a reflection of what they do. They follow advice from a book, from an agency or something. But when we tell them it's not the best, some people get upset.
Yeah, absolutely. And majority of time, I have seen from the marketing budget that they are just making a budget first and then throwing it away for 2 or 3 months and then see what are the results. See, so
Yes.
this is just, you can say, play and plug watch. So I think so that the marketing or ROI need to be understand before going to do the marketing cost. Either this plan is working out or not, rather than to just wait and watch for 3 or 4 months after spending so much money. So yes, I think so. This is the same thing is happening right now in the whole business domain. As an author, how do you balance your writing endeavor with your consultancy work, and what impact has your book had on your consultancy career?
Interesting question. I am not an author. I wrote a book with help, so it was more of a tool for me to help business owners understand what their problem is as quickly as possible. So the book is a short read. It's meant to be consumed in a day. It's not a month of the a book of the month kind of publication. So I think I'm done for books for a little bit. I might do another one on weight loss again, but that's another story. But preparing for the book really helped me understand all the problems of a business and what they face. I went deep into every aspect of the marketing, And that helped me find problems. And then instead of complaining about problems, I said, okay, how do we find the solutions to those problems? So it helped me really craft out this complete solution. And as far as the impact, it's a brand new book. Sales are coming in. I'm getting contacts from that, so which is good. That was the purpose of it. But my goal is to get that book into business owners so they can talk to their agency, their partners, their network, build that themselves. They don't need to all come to me for the consultation. It will produce a consultation, but the goal was to really make it something that a business owner can read and open their eyes into what is marketing. It's not tactics, it's a simple plan.
Awareness. Basically, the purpose of this book is to provide awareness regarding the marketing. So, yeah. Let me go back to another question. You mentioned offering a free copy of your book and social branding consultation. Could you tell us more about this offer and how a listener can take advantage of it?
Yes, so the book is available for free on Amazon Kindle Unlimited. And at that point, that's where they can go. The consultation that I offer is a 30-minute consultation, currently free of charge. And the best way to find me, it's on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, my profile is there. That's where I meet so many great business owners, connections, investors. So it's a great place for businesses to network. I find that many business owners are not on LinkedIn, and it's a free program. It's really a place where we can find the great resources. So they can contact me there, send me a connection request. Either me or my assistants are there on LinkedIn every day. So we respond to our message quickly, and we can set up a 30-minute call. There's no charge for the call. And until we're done with beta testing of our co-op business club, we have the time right now to talk to a lot of business owners, investors, people who want to help us grow our network. So we're looking also for network investors. And once they contact me, I send them an invitation for a call. They'll talk to me or with my my assistant. I have an assistant right now who's really getting clear on what we're helping with. So that's what the next step can be. Find me on LinkedIn, say hello, and we'll get the conversation started.
Okay. My last question for you is, in your opinion, what are the emerging trends or strategies that local businesses should consider in their marketing efforts in today's competitive landscape?
Well, that's where a lot of businesses will say, okay, what's the next tactic? Let's go back. So the first one is to be engaged with the community, whether it's a B2B or B2C or any other community, be engaged. Have a system in place, a process in place where you can share your message, and then you can respond and adapt to the responses you get. So that's the first one. The second is to improve their business. A lot of businesses ask me, so how do I get my quality score higher? Improve your business. How do I make more money? Improve your services, increase your services. So those two start to get in step. And then the third one is to build networks. Businesses are terrified of competition, and that gets them to shut down and not explore the connections that other businesses can provide without competing with them. And so it's to engage their community, improve their business, improve their offer, and then to build a bigger network. And what we call that is to be the local hero. They're the local hero to their partners. They have a better business, and they engage with their community, helping them solve their biggest problems.
I mean, so this is the first and foremost thing we need to better our product. If you are providing products, and if you're providing services, you need to better your services. And in the society of Japan, the business owners are not putting so much effort in the marketing. Of course, the marketing is a very foremost important department, but they are not putting efforts in marketing because why? They are putting their efforts to increase their services quality or the product quality. So the consumer, because you and me are all, every person is consumer to each one, and they are coming directly to the good product and the services because they have a very good products in the market. So this is the thing that, again, with your conversation, I need to link that, yes, we need to understand that we all are connected to each other. We need to understand the market problem and then improve the services day by day. Don't stop at any level. So
Yeah.
thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. That was fun.
And bring us the end of insightful episode. A big thank you for our guest, Daniel Morel, for sharing his wealth of knowledge experience in the world of marketing consultancy. And we hope you, our valued listener, found this episode enlightening and inspiring as we did. Stay tuned for our next episode. We will continue exploring fascinating topics and bring you experts from various fields like Daniel Morel. Thank you, join us. This is your host, signing off.